see the latest sales. Latest sales and greatest deals. Deep discounts on all essential goods and services. Come have a look. I'm here for your benefit. Save yourself time and money. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes on these fabulous offers.
Alright. So howdy, this is PaleRider, and welcome to my stream. I'm back with Assassin's Creed Syndicate. And I will be right with you. I'm trying to frickin' clean these stupid glasses.
Enough talk. Buck up, old man.
Ah,
Got a job to do.
really need to just
Come have a look. The finest goods and
boil them in
services
hot water or
at
something.
unbelievable
There we go.
prices.
Looks better. His frickin' lenses are so old.
Come see the
Boil them in
latest
hot water.
sales.
I don't know what good that would do. It would make me feel better.
Latest sales
Alright,
and
let me see
greatest
something.
deals.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Still, this is
So anyway, it never fails that I'm late. I get on Discord and I'm ready to go. All I got to do is like reboot my computer, and that only takes about a couple minutes. So I say 5 to 10 minutes, but it never fails. It's usually 25 to 30 minutes after that I get on. This time it was not sure exactly, but at least 20 minutes. And it's because something comes up that slows me down. And this time, it was two different things. So I reboot my computer. I start up the programs that I need to start up, OBS and Chrome. Get on YouTube, so I can watch the playback. And then start Steam up. And then start the game up. And for the last couple days, I've been using a PlayStation controller because my Xbox controller is messed up, and it was driving me nuts. So first of all, before that even happened, I click on the game, and this happens like really often that Ubisoft Connect, it's their launcher, and you cannot play any of their games without going through their launcher on a PC. Kind of sucks, but that's just the way it is. Even if you buy it on Steam, it still has to load. You already have Steam loaded, so you have something already in your memory. Then they have to load their launcher, and then you go through the game. Why can't you just go into the game? Why do you need that? A lot of it I know has to do with in their menu system. You got the eStore and Ubisoft Club. A lot of this stuff doesn't even freaking work on these older games anyway. The eStore always works. But that's pretty much it. And there's some minor interactions with the internet. I don't understand that. It doesn't even freaking work right anymore. But like last night when I was here, I noticed that there was it was over this way somewhere. I already lost it. One of these Helix glitches that when they're in yellow, you used to be able to get Helix to buy stuff in their store, for free without having to frickin' do microtransactions and shit. It would take a while to get them up, but if you were really fast about it and you found those things, you can get enough Helix to buy a couple nice, mostly just skins, sword skins, things like that. I don't know, maybe some good swords. I think most of it's cosmetic. You could also do it in the newer ones, like, and they actually still work better, I think, in Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, for sure. But, ooh, hey, where am I? Just turned all the way around. Okay, I was right there. There's a couple yellow chests I want to go get. And anyway, so very often, and it happened the last 2 nights in a row, that when I go start up and I go to and it has to start up the freaking the Ubisoft launcher thing, it seems like it's installing updates or something, because it asks me if it's okay if they, they have permission to change or to access my files and blah 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 blah. Like, like it seems like a hacker type thing, but it's not. That's just the way it is, because it's when you update something, they have to have permission, because I have my computer set that way that they have to have permission. Oh, and I ran right past that. They have to have permission to do things. Might be inside here. Oh, hey, there's the whole courtyard. There's some kind of bazaar. They're selling shit. Complete with some dude freaking preaching. So where is this thing? Looks like it's inside the building. Maybe, is this the door? Oh, it is. Can't get up there. I don't even know. Anyway, it does that, and it does it over and over and over. Like it freaking asks for permission like 3 or 4 times in a row. And it's just not right. It's not right at all. Oh, this is the roof. Okay. Looked like it was in the building. But it does it all the freaking time. It drives me nuts, because while I'm getting ready for the stream, Lion Cane. While I'm getting ready for the stream, I also play my guitar while everything's booting up, While it's booting up, while I'm starting everything, I'll play a verse and of something, and I don't think this is going to work. Oh, it did. Ah. Anyways, I'll play something, and then I'll click on icon to load one of the things, OBS, and it'll take about 30 seconds, and I'll play another verse while I'm waiting for that, and then I'll start YouTube, and that'll take another 30 seconds or a minute to start up, and then I'll start Steam, So I'll play verses in between, and it just bugged the crap out of me, because I'm right in the middle of freaking playing the song, and that freaking thing popped up like 3 times in a row. And it pops up twice in a row, and then it goes back out to the desktop. The game doesn't even start up. Then I have to restart the game, and then it asks me to freaking it asks for permission again. It's like annoying. I don't see why it does that. I have no clue why it continues to do that. It should already have all the information it needs. It should not have to access my freaking hard drive again. Know what I mean? Anyway, that was the first problem I had. Second problem was this controller issue. I got all the way into the game, picked up my freaking controller, and the buttons were all mixed up. It said to press A, and I'm pressing A, and nothing's happening. Then I press B, well, actually, it's not A, because this is not an Xbox controller. It's a PlayStation controller, so it's X. So A is X, and X is square. So it's asking, and B is O, you know. So it's asking me to press buttons, so I press the buttons and it doesn't work. So I press a different button and it works. It's asking me to press A, so I'm pressing X, which is the, you know, same button, just different controller. And press A or X and nothing happens. So I press square and it worked. And then to back out, you're supposed to press B. It says to press B. But then I press X and it worked. It's like the buttons were all changed 90 degrees. What is going on here? There's some kind of area in the middle there. Somewhere. There's no way to get to it though. What the hell? Oh, here's an opening. Oh, it's inside the building. Oh wait, where am I? What is this building? Is this Parliament? It's right in the center of London town. There is a freaking door right there. Why didn't I see? Wasn't I up there? Thought I was up there at one point. Anyway, so I had to go back out of the game. And apparently this game, which I guess I might run into this a lot using a PlayStation controller, this game does not recognize a PlayStation controller, so it treats it like an Xbox controller. But apparently Xbox has different pointers. That's the only thing, only word I could think of. Okay, it's this level. Okay, I can go this way. So yeah, so Xbox must have different pointers, so it's not configured exactly in the same configuration, you know, the button placement. So last night I was using the same controller and it was working, but last night I had turned on Steam Big Picture, which is a mode that you can, that's made for controllers, you know. If that makes any sense. But yeah, it's a mode that's made for controllers. I don't know exactly where that is. Looks like it's outside. Let me get back outside. Wait, that's the way I just came from. Is it? Nope, that's the way I just came from. Wow, I'm all twisted. Round rooms, they screw with your head. That's not the right way. That's it. Anyway, where's that window that I seen earlier? Where in the hell am I? In here, huh? That window up there. So anyway, I had to go into Big Picture and set Big Picture for a PlayStation controller. And apparently now Steam knows that it's an actual PlayStation controller. So when I go into the game, it still shows it. Look, the A, Y, B, X, which is the Xbox configuration. It still shows it as an Xbox controller in the game, but Steam itself knows that it's an X or a PlayStation controller, so I can have the right configuration. I'm probably butchered what I was trying to say there. Hope you understood what I was saying. If anybody even is listening or watching it at this point. If you're watching right now, or not right now, but if you're watching later, because nobody's watching now, but if you're watching this later, leave a comment and say that you understand. Or you can just say, what the hell are you talking about, buddy? One of the two. Please interact. Any kind of, by the way, any kind of interaction that you do on it's way up there. Any kind of interaction that you do on YouTube on anybody's videos, it helps them with their algorithm so that they get seen more. If people don't interact with a video, YouTube does not promote it. It's not in the recommended. It's not anywhere. So any little bit helps, guys. I'm really starting to not get a whole lot of views playing this game for some reason. I played freaking this is how I know it's this game. I played Fallout 3 days in a row, 3 nights in a row, and got over 50 views per night. Up to 60 something and on one of the nights, maybe 2 of the nights. On this game, last night I got 14 freaking views. It's just people, and I actually, when I was playing Black Flag, I got lots of views for Black Flag. This game is probably as good as Black Flag. The storyline's even better because these guys are full-blown assassins, you know, and they are proud to be assassins. In Black Flag, he was not even an assassin until close to the end. He decided he wanted to be an assassin, you know, and he was the freaking patriarch of a whole assassin clan. Well, actually, his son ended up turning into a freaking Templar, but his grandson was the one that brought back the assassins in American Revolutionary days. And they were going strong by the French Revolution, which was right after that. So he must have did good. It was all based on freaking Edward Kenway. Anyway, now what am I doing? I don't even know. I'm just talking away because nothing else matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me. Anyway, the wind blows. Bow. Okay, I'm gonna actually get serious on the game now. Let me go to my hideout and see if there's any money real quick. Anyway, when I was playing Assassin's Creed Liberation, it seemed like I was getting very few views on that too.
A letter for me.
Rogue seemed to get quite a few views on for some reason, because it's a lot like Black Flag. Damn it, can I get any... is there no money in here? It's empty. Okay. Never mind. Oh, also, I don't know what happened last night. I checked it out afterwards. These skill points. It seemed like I've got skill points through the night, and then I ended up with only 3 at the end. And I looked, and I didn't use any of these. From the beginning of the game, I checked one spot, and I had exactly the same ones open and initiated and non-initiated on him and Evie both. So I don't know what happened. Anyway, so I'm going to go to... Oh, come on. Map. Is it here? Here. Go do another dreadful crime. Damn it. Why didn't I fast travel there? Well, I guess I'm close. I'm as close as I can get it by any fast travel method. Let me just get the hell out of this. I can't get out of here, though. That's the problem. Without fast traveling or jumping. Alan, what's up? Finally got someone watching. I was talking to myself for 20 minutes. Actually 15. I've only been on... Oh, I have been on for 20 minutes. It says 21. It's okay. I could have a good conversation with myself. That's where I'm headed, over there. Right. Do this. Whee. Did I just get that glitch? Hey, I was trying to jump backwards. Oh, hi guys. How are they hanging? Not that I really care. Just trying to be polite. I really don't care how you're hanging. What's going on here? Oh, wow. Who is this guy anyway? Is that a cop? Did I just kill the cops? I don't know, man. It's probably not a good idea. They were rousting somebody. Silver Crow, what's up? Welcome back, man. Where am I going? Where is the place that I was headed? How did that get tagged? That was not in the plan, man. Not part of the plan. Anyway, I ate a big ass bowl of freaking ice cream. I don't eat. I used to eat ice cream every freaking night. But I got a bunch of meat the other night, or other day at the store, and I filled up my freezer with it. I don't think the freezer must have. Well, I guess it cooled it down a little bit from putting all that meat in until the meat got frozen, because the ice cream was all soft, and so I decided I'd pull it out and have some before it friggin', melted or something. What's going on? Whoa! You almost ran over a cop. Go get him, buddy. Go get him. You freaking come after me for stubbing my toe? Anyway, that was so good. I haven't had that. I think I had this flavor ice cream a long time ago. It's Dreyer's Caramel Delight. Oh God, it's so good. The ice cream itself is caramel flavored ice cream, and it's got like caramel swirls in it, so it's like double caramel. Oh, it's so good, man. reason why like I said, I used to eat ice cream all the time, but I don't eat it that much anymore because it messes with my stomach. Didn't really mess with my stomach last night, though. That was good. But if I eat it more than one night in a row, it will. I have to wait another 4 or 5 days before I try to eat another bowl of it. God, that was so good, man. I really want some more tonight. That's why I was thinking about it. Oh, what the hell's going on with this game? Them freaking horses get to that one spot right there and they go ape shit. Let me see if this one does. Yep, he just did a little jerk. I think it's only coming this direction. Well, let's see. Here's another one. Maybe as they get too close to. Yep, something's stuck in that road right there, man. I need to get out of here. It's glitched. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, let's do this thing. Wait, did you get another controller or is it the same? Mine is giving me problems. PS4, the left stick moves by itself at the slightest touch. Well, that's what was happening with my other control. My Xbox controller started doing it with my left stick. And that's really a pain in the ass because when you go into the map, you have to use your left stick to target things, and then you go over to the top of something and try to click on it. But the freaking controller wouldn't stop; it just keep on moving. And if you even if you stopped moving, if you can get it to stop, it would stop for a few seconds, and then it just slowly start moving again and go. And it drives me nuts. And sometimes it was worse than others. Sometimes I couldn't even lock on to anything at all, man. I'd try to go to somewhere and it overshoot it, especially in Fallout. Really, really bad. So then I had a PlayStation controller that I tried about a month ago, and it was the right stick that was doing the same thing. And the right stick is not as bad, but sometimes it's worse on certain things, especially in Fallout, because you use the right stick to position things when you're placing things, when you're like in crafting mode and you're trying to like make your base and shit like that. It's a pain in the butt, and it's also part of the aiming system, so it's not good for the right stick to do it either. But it seemed to be giving me less trouble than the Xbox controller, but the Xbox controller I could kind of deal with a little better, because it was just more moving around like this on maps and stuff. But my son had well, I have it now, another PlayStation 4 controller, and I think he might. I don't know if he still even has this PlayStation 4 anymore, but he was using it for his laptop, but he just sold his laptop. So I went over there day before yesterday, or yesterday maybe, and asked him if I can use his old one because, he didn't need it anymore. He said, well, I might be getting me another PC in the future. I said, well, we'll worry about that when time comes, So he let me use this one, and it doesn't stick at all. It's in good shape. But I was having trouble for Steam recognizing it. And if you look at it, and the game recognizing it. If you look at it, it still shows Xbox controls down in the bottom right. Y, X, B, and A. That's Xbox controls. But I'm using a PlayStation controller. So it's kind of throwing me off a little bit, but not really because I'm used to it, Xbox controller, so it's not too bad. Who is targeting me and why? Why is the cop trying to get me? I hope that thing falls on your head, copper. Why is the cop trying to get me? I didn't do anything. That's not supposed to happen. Why? I'm going to kill the bastard if he comes over here. Come on. Bastard. It's just... Leave me the hell alone. He must have got hit by that thing. What happened there? Is there a dead guy? I don't know. I need to do this.
There you are. This could be interesting. There's no shortage of firearms in this neighborhood.
I suspect the solution will turn on geometry, timing, and human nature.
There may be a penny dreadful in it. Look into it, won't you?
Okay, inspect Colonel Prescott's body. Why didn't they explain what's going on? And who's this dead guy over here? That's a cop.
Why? Why do that to someone? The cruelty. It's ungodly.
Hope the cops don't mess with me. Munitions factory. Prescott's body. Lewis Prescott, killed by a single bullet that entered his chest, passed directly through his heart, and exited his back. Munitions factory. Bloodstain. Spread in a way that indicated the direction of the bullet. Yep. Went that way. Probably to this clock over here. Why is the clock on the ground? Factory clock. There is a hexagon-shaped bullet lodged exactly below the number 12. The clock is still running. Hexagon-shaped bullet, and it was some kind of an old musket.
I wonder if someone can tell me more about this.
Okay, and it's going that way. Dynamite case. Empty munitions case clearly marked Prescott munitions number 408. There's still like 3 clues in this area without even talking to the people. What is shaking over here? What's shaking, buddy? Oh, I already got that, didn't I? No? The banner for the 11th Regiment of Foot. Regiment of Foot? I mean foot soldiers? Marked Gold Coast Ashanti campaign.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
I don't need to ask questions yet until I finish looking at everything. A single white feather.
I should return and find out about this.
So there should be one more something. Oh, right here. Bullet hole. A hole made by the hexagon bullet. The bullet is bloody by a hexagon bullet. It's 2 different spots. Johann, Jonas. What am I saying? Jonas Hassett.
He was a good man, very honourable. I'm proud to have served under Colonel Prescott in the 11th Foot Gold Coast, Africa. Prescott put that up in memory of the time he led a sortie across the Pra River to outflank Ashanti warriors. Things turned out badly that day. Horrific. We lost several of our comrades. Prescott wanted us to remember them.
Shooting.
I was on my way here. Had 2 shots I did, right at the stroke of noon. Bullet hole in the clock. That's a new one. It could have already been there when I arrived at noon. Or maybe it was the second shot I heard.
From what I can gather, Prescott was shot almost exactly at 12 o'clock noon.
This is the cop dude. Aberline.
When Colonel Prescott retired from the army, he used his connections and started this munitions factory. He wanted the men that served with him to have work when they left the army. The young lads across the street were fooling with a pistol they'd found. A bullet must have gone astray through the wooden fence, hit Mr. Prescott smack in the chest. Bloody unlucky for all concerned. Apparently they put the clock there while doing some repairs. It still runs, I notice.
This Aberline's. This is the right Aberline, ain't it? People. Let's see. Yeah, policeman. I don't think he's a suspect. That's one we can take out. Okay, so. Beer. Large puddle of beer. Other puddles continue along the street. That away. Okay, I'll have to check that out in a minute. Bullet hole. Indicated that the bullet exited the courtyard. I don't think this was the bullet that killed the guy. Can I see that trajectory again? Well, maybe they both crossed right here. The one that those guys shot. Oh, they're both the same type of. Which one hit the victim? They're both hexagon, but one of them came from this window. Curtis, shop owner. Let's check out all the other clues first. Appears a small, heavy object may have fallen here, perhaps a revolver. Is that girl finding guns inside the garbage? A place the children stood when firing the target. Children. I thought did he say children? Handmade by the orphans. They're taking target practice.
We stood right there on a mark and shot the target. I went to shoot, but there was a loud bang. I was surprised and missed the target completely. It wasn't me who killed the man. I'm no murderer. We found a revolver underneath the lumberyard window. Don't know where it came from.
So they shot the second shot. So this is a whole new area.
Him and me like to insult each other. I was a lieutenant under his command in Africa. I love the army. No one questions you when you wear a uniform. Anyways, every morning when he arrived, we'd call out and joke with each other. Yeah. Well, Prescott led a flanking sortie that went wrong. Lots of casualties. Some men called the colonel a coward, but it were really just bad luck. Anyway, he resigned. To make amends, he offered work at his factory whenever one of us left the army.
Now what? So a gun fell down here. Let me go check the roof or one of these other windows. Wish I would ask the right questions, like, has that guy been there all day? Did he accidentally shoot a gun or shot one on purpose? If he's been there all day, who the hell shot through the freaking window? Gun. I can't. Here's one. Attic Wentworth rifles. The first sniper rifle has an astonishing accuracy. This particular one smells as though it's been fired within the past few hours. Also, a regimental insignia is carved into the stock. 11th Regiment of Foot Gold Coast.
I should return and find out about this.
At it.
I admit it. I sell stolen rifles and pistols. All very hush-hush. Black market. I brought that gun back from Africa. I was a sniper fighting the Ashanti. I used that gun this morning for Prescott's challenge. It's the only Whitworth we have. I'd never sell it.
Prescott's challenge. How's that?
I made that shot. Early this morning, Prescott challenged me to plug the 12 from my shot. I missed just slow. No one witnessed it. It was too early in the morning.
So he shot the clock. Is that the one that's coming from here? Yeah, get up. Yeah. So Wentworth challenged him. Let me follow this a minute. Oh, whole nother area. Hey, 4 clues. There's a barrel. There is a round hole through one of the panels. Inside is a spent bullet. The cartridge of a bullet matched the orphan's revolver. A round hole. Now I want to go back over here a minute. I think both of these holes here, they said were octagon. Oh, I guess I could have looked at my notes. Damn it. A hole made by an octagon bullet. Hexagon. Wait, hexagon I meant. Did the other one say hexagon also? Hexagon-shaped bullet lodged exactly below the number 12.
I believe I should re-interrogate a suspect.
We already did that. Yeah, hexagon. So the kid's bullet is not over there. There's 2 hexagon-shaped bullets, and they shot a round bullet, revolver bullet. Medicine, treatment for what? Trypanosomiasis? Trypanosomiasis? I don't know what. Disease transmitted by tsetse flies in Africa. So somebody...
I wonder if someone could tell me more about this.
Somebody got, there's somebody else in his regiment was here. A flap bearing the insignia of the 11th Regiment of Foot. Partial plucked dead white goose. What does that have to do with anything? Prescott.
Saw him each morning as I drove by. Seemed like a good sort. We lost the entire barrel of beer, damn it. I heard 2 loud bangs, but thought nothing of it. Later I found a bullet hole in a barrel. Imagine that, a bullet hole. My lad Samuel might know more. He's around back, tossing trash in the river. The poor lad. Fell on my doorstep a few years ago. He's in a bad way, has some sort of malady. Rides in the back while I make deliveries. Hard worker, very determined.
So this is one of the... This Samuel is one of the foot soldiers. Oh, is that him?
I just drop off beer. Don't pay much attention to people along the way.
Look at his beard. There's some beard you got there on your neck, dude.
There was an hole in a barrel. I've got no explanation for that. That's for some sickness I picked up a while ago. Can't remember the name of it.
He's lying. Make an accusation. There's no more freaking clues. It's not a lot to go on. So it's got to be something to do with this battle that they were in, and a lot of people got killed and messed up. This guy has a good motive. He's a pansy bastard that's blaming him getting sick on the captain being a coward. Maybe he was a coward, I don't know. I think that's the guy. Let me go back and see if there's anything else. It has like stupid things like, wait, there's 3 bullets now. I knew it. That was not here before. Is that the kid's bullet? That's the kid's bullet. I want to investigate some more. It's not letting me. When I first did this, I had 2 bullets. One in the clock and one here. And this one actually went into the fence at that point, I thought. Let's see if we can find the origin of the other one. It's from up here. trajectory of that bullet's off. Nobody would do it that low unless they were laying on top of this in a prone position and shooting. But see, they would have had to. They couldn't have did it from here because there's no way where to lay down. It would have been more towards the front of this, which would have been a good sniper position, I guess. Probably would have been better from up there. See, it actually shows where the kid stood, and it was about kid height. This guy's telling the truth. Here, he shot into the clock. So this had to have been the kill shot. This doesn't look exactly right, though. This other ones go right over his body, and this one's over to the side, but he could have fell over there. Right. Oh, that's the kid's shot. Oh, okay, yeah, so this one. That's the kill shot. I don't get it. Let me go. Where's freaking Doyle and the other guy? I don't see him anywhere. I was gonna go ask him. Maybe he'd give me another clue. I'm gonna accuse this guy. It seems like it'd be him, but I don't think I got enough information. It's not giving me enough freaking information. Is there another location? I've got all these locations. Could be one that I'm missing. It's not letting me accuse him anymore. Oh. I can't accuse him?
I just drop off bit.
We're lying.
That's for some sickness I picked. There was an hole in a barrel.
I can't friggin' accuse him anymore. Okay, let me look at the freaking progression log. Lewis Prescott killed by a single bullet that entered his chest, passed through directly to his heart, and exited his back. Spread any way to indicate the direction of the bullet. Let me go back and look at that again. I just thought of something. Let me see. Blue Jay, what's up? How's it going? So I was saying Yeah, it's this bullet.
Apparently they put the clock there while doing some repairs. It still runs, I notice. The young lads across the street were fooling with a pistol they'd found. A bullet must have gone astray through the wooden fence. Hit Mr. Prescott smack in the chest. Bloody unlucky for all concerned.
I can accuse him, but I can't accuse the other guy anymore. It's not the freaking cop. Doing good. How are you tonight? Pretty good. A little tired. Did freaking, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours of streaming already today and did get a nap. Clock. Hexagon-shaped bullet. Lodged at 12. Clock is still running. Hole made in the hexagon bullet and hole is bloody. Single white feather. What does that have to do with anything? And the dynamite. Somebody, I was thinking maybe somebody was trying to steal the dynamite earlier, but there's another question. This other guy was the guy at the beer place was driving the wagon that had the whole the case or the keg of beer that had the hole through it that was leaking. But it was a round hole. It was the kid's gun hole. Okay, it was right here, bullet hole. Wait, no, indicates the bullet exited the courtyard. Okay, that's not it. Handmade target made by the orphans. Placed child stay. Appears a small heavy object may have fallen here. That was the other one. Okay, beer. Puddle of beer. Other puddles continue. First sniper rifle. Yeah. Barrel depot. Empty barrel. There's a round hole. Okay, so it is a round hole. The round hole hit the barrel. That was when the kids were messing around. The bullet that they shot went through the fence, through the barrel, and into that bench. That's not the murder weapon. But the barrel was in a wagon when it happened, driven by that one dude at the barrel depot. He was either driving at the time, which happened, I'm thinking that one happened I can't tell which bullet went first. There's been 3 shots too. There was 3 shots. And the people that heard the shots only heard 2 shots. So when whoever it was that shot the kill shot waited for the kids to shoot and then shot at the same time. so it sounded like one shot. But how would the kids... Huh. And that would mean, that would also... I wish the angle of that one bullet was up higher so you could say that that one guy was standing up on that ledge. But why wouldn't the kids have seen him there? If he was standing there or sitting there or laying there, well, if he was laying there, the trajectory would be wrong. But it's a fucking game, and these people are not Sherlock Holmes that wrote this shit, so they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Just like the other one, some of this shit just doesn't make sense. I mean, deductive reasoning, that's what Sherlock Holmes was known for. And that's what I'm trying to do, is do deductive reasoning, but there's no reasoning in some of this shit. The kids would have seen somebody standing right there. It would have been different if it was like on the roof or in one of those freaking upper windows, you know, pointing that direction. Anyway, medicine, yeah. That guy lied about that. So that's the only thing that makes that one dude look guilty, is he lied about shit. Apparently he was in Africa, which means that he was probably this is not deductive reasoning, because it's probably he was probably he also there was ooh, there is a plucked goose behind the barrel depot. There's also a feather close to the body over there. So that's another thing that puts that guy at both scenes. And the backpack, it has the insignia, and that's at where that guy was too. So he's got to be, all things are pointing to him. But last time I thought that, it wasn't right. And Aberline, the only real cop here, thinks it was the kids that did it. Claims personal loyalty to Prescott. Says that he served under Prescott in the 11th. Claims he was on the way to the factory when he heard 2 shots right at the stroke of noon. So the 2 shots were at the exact same time. That's more of what I was saying before, but now it doesn't explain the 3rd shot, unless he got there too late to hear the 3rd. He was on his way to work. He might not have made it close enough to hear the 1st shot, which would have been that practice shot or the challenge shot. You know, he was saying that the dead guy. That one guy said that the dead guy challenged him to shoot the clock. Surprised by the bullet hole in the clock. Claims it must be recent. Conjecture that it must have been there before noon, or that it was one of the shots fired precisely at noon. States the regiment banner was put up by Prescott to commemorate the men lost in military action. Orphan shooting. He claims he was in the act of shooting at the target from the shooting mark when a loud bang surprised him, causing him to miss the target completely. So there's a bang and then a bang. So it wasn't exactly the same time. Claims the revolver was found beneath the shop's upstairs window. Claims he served Lieutenant Prescott in Africa. It's at the gun on the black market. Oh. Damn it. Claims he shot the clock. And Prescott challenged him to do so. Claims there was no witnesses but Prescott. Claims Prescott led a bundled military maneuver, due either to cowardice or Prescott's Prescott's part or bad luck. Men were killed. Prescott resigned his commission. Afterwards, Prescott offered work to his former soldiers at the factory. Driver of the cart claims he saw Prescott each morning as he drove by, heard two loud bangs, and later discovered a bullet hole in the barrel. Directed me to his helper, Bennett was the driver. Who was riding in back of the cart. I didn't catch that before. That makes Samuel look even more guilty. That explains why the kids didn't see him, because he was on the other side of the fence in the cart, and as they were driving by, he shot him, and the kids misfired and shot the barrel, which probably even scared him more. Claims Samuel showed up a few years ago, wanted very much to work for him. Noted that Samuel has a sickness, states that Samuel rides in the back of the cart during deliveries and is a very determined fellow. It's got to be the Samuel guy. Prescott claims he paid no attention to the people he delivered beer to. Beer has no explanation for the hole in the barrel. Claims the medicine is for a sickness he has suffered for some time now. Cannot recall the name of the disease. Okay, I'm going to just go do it. Wish I could find Conan Doyle. Little kid. Oh, these guys are begging. I don't have a penny. I don't have money. I don't have any money. I'm broke. I'm poor. I'm a poor assassin. Why can't I accuse him anymore?
The poor lad. Fell on my doorstep a few years ago. He's in a bad way, has some sort of malady. Rides in the back while I make deliveries. Hard worker, very determined.
I don't know why I can't accuse this guy anymore. I can accuse the cop, but not anybody else. Son of a bitch, this game, man. Make an accusation. Yes, if I could. It's not friggin' Aberline. He's the only one that I can friggin' accuse. I can accuse the other guy in the other building.
I believe I should re-interrogate a suspect.
Well, can I do it now? Son of a bitch. Can I shoot him in the face? Son of a bitch, man. Stupid game. I mean, even if it's the wrong person, it should let me at least accuse them. That's part of the freaking thing. If the only person you can accuse is the cop. Let me see, there's one other, or a couple other guys over here. Let's see if I can accuse any of them. There's the foreman. Can I accuse the cop? This cop? Let's accuse all the cops. Not you, this guy.
Bullet hole in the clock. Oh, that's a new one. It could have already been there when I arrived at noon. Or maybe it was the second shot I had. Prescott put that up in memory. I was on my way here.
So I can't accuse him either. Watch this. I can go up to him.
Show your nobility with a bouquet of magnolias. Grieving a lost love? You
Well,
might
When Colonel
know
Prescott
this.
retired from the
These
the young
lovely
lads are
Say
apparently
farewell
they-
to cyclamens.
Now it shows up as accused for him.
Flowers for sale.
No, I guess it was there the whole time. How about this guy? It says I can accuse him. I could accuse the kid. Try this guy again. I can accuse him. I can accuse all 4 people over here. I can accuse him now. Was that was not like that before? All it showed was interrogate. I could have sworn, I don't know. Maybe it was. I'm so fucking tired, man. It was probably here, and I just.
His goddamn cowardice in Africa got me best friends killed. He should have faced a firing squad.
So that was it.
Very good sleuthing on your part. It's a miracle anyone survived, what with all those bullets whizzing about.
Up to the click with you.
Yeah, an army sharpshooter watches his friends die in the bungled military maneuver and vowed revenge. So slowed by a tropical disease contracted in the Gold Coast. Private Samuel Fry. That's Jacob's last name. Spent years planning his revenge on Lewis Prescott, the colonel whose cowardice. Colonel. Oh well, I'm pretty sure it said either lieutenant or captain earlier on something. Meant death for his companions. He taunted Prescott with a symbolic white feather. How do we know that white feather is symbolic? How are we supposed to know that shit? That's what I was saying. The feather really doesn't make any sense, but it did have one here and over there, but it didn't say anything about it being symbolic. Damn. At the stroke of noon, took his final revenge. Many bullets flew that day. A bullet from the shop attic lodged in Prescott factory clock. A bullet from the revolver found by some kids lodged in the passing beer cart. It did not lodge in the beer cart. Who writes this stupid shit? It lodged in the bench that the other bullet was in. It went through the beer cart. It says lodged in a passing beer cart. It didn't even say the barrel. It went through a barrel, not the beer cart, and it lodged. This is so stupid. That was so wrong, man. Maybe I'm just too freaking tired. It's just stupid. I said the name of it said Colonel. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm just so tired. Crafting. No, not crafting. Skills. I got 4 skills. Okay. I'm gonna.
I need more time. I won't stand for this. I'll go to the police. This thing's not.
She had 5 skill points earlier. Let's see what's going on now. She's got 6. Cool. and get her last skill here. Oh, not her last. There's one more I can get for her over here. Main one, I mean. I just wonder how come she has more skill points well, she did at this point than Jacob. Anyway, what's the next one? There's this one, and damn it, let's do this one next. I could have sworn I did this. I was up there earlier too. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Here's another one of these. So Blue Jay, remind me when it's 11 o'clock, because I'm going to get off for sure at 11. I'm so tired. I might even get off sooner. Maybe 10:30. Remind me when it's 10:30. Okay, need to go over there. Let me get me a cart. Somebody killing people over here. Why? Wow. Is that a cop? No. Oh, wow. Wow. No. No. Wow. Now that's a cop for sure. Serpentine, serpentine, serpentine. Serpentine, serpentine. I'm gonna kill these stupid cops. I shouldn't do it. But they just keep getting in my way. Keep trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. I'm gonna kill you. Murder!
Oh my God! It's murder! Yes, it's a corpse.
So I was watching this thing yesterday, I think, about, you know, certain a song, and it said that it took the writer of the song 6 years to figure out a word that rhymes with magic. Yep. 10:30 my time is 1:30 your time. Yep.
Come on.
Going too fast. I was going pretty damn slow, dummy. Was that cop calling me out? I killed your buddies. I'll kill you too. Oh, Not kill this guy for sure. Cop probably saw that.
Another
I'm
one.
not going to move this.
Dickens. While investigating a haunted carriage, a weary assassin received a personal letter from a complete stranger. What?
You seem tired, friend. Everything all right?
There's always too much work to do.
Today's Ghost Club investigation involves a carriage. It's said to be covered with gold leaf, dazzling passers-by when the sun shines. Naturally, it's rumored to be haunted. Now let's see if we can find it.
Well, it's right here, ain't it? It's got gold leaf. Who's messing with me? Is that a cop? Is that a cop? Why? Become anonymous. I'm going to kill this freaking cop is what's going to give me anonymous. Why are cops messing with me? All the time. Bad guys don't even mess with me anymore, but the cops do? That's just not right.
The Royal Mail coaches vanished when the post began to be transported by rail. Oh, I'd rather enjoy a sit-down, but duty calls.
Sit down. What just happened? Why? Did I just take a nap? Why would I just take a nap? That didn't make any sense.
These letters never reached their destinations. How sad. That's curious.
Love letters, my darling Fry. How I long to be in your arms again. Ever since our last meeting, I have been racked with loneliness. Your absence drives me to despair. I implore you, return to me at once. I long to see you and hear your voice. Do not delay. I await your arrival and offer myself to you completely. Your very own Elizabeth. Isn't she going to puke? This is something about her brother, her twin brother. What? Wait, what is going on? I don't know what's going on.
Still keeping well, miss? Good on ya. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Has been Pratt parade today.
You gotta let me live.
I don't know what just happened. Word that rhymes with magic. Tragic. Yep. What took him 6 years? Because it's the only word that rhymes with magic. I actually tried to figure it out myself too. Well, I knew what the word was because I knew what song it was. It's every little thing she does is magic. Blah blah blah. Everything she does turns me on. My life is tragic. On and on and on, something like that. I don't know the words to it, but it's that Sting, the Police song. You know, Sting and the Police. That was Sting that wrote the song. Apparently, that's the song that broke them up. I don't know, the guy that wrote this, Elizabeth Bastard on Discord. I posted a video of this guy that had the video about this song. It's called The Professor of Rock or something like that. And she said that she got banned from his channel because one of his videos, I guess, was incorrect, and she posted something in the comments of the video saying how wrong he was, and then he banned her. And I can kind of see that because I've already caught him twice being pretty wrong. He did a video this last week about Boston, the band Boston, saying that they saved rock and roll, that rock and roll was going downhill because of disco and blah, 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 blah. And because of Boston, people started liking rock and roll again. And I wrote him a comment saying, no, I was around back then. I know for a fact that rock and roll was strong, and people that really liked rock and roll hated disco, and people that liked disco hated rock and roll. There was no people in rock and roll that moved to disco, and there was no people that liked disco that came from rock and roll. So we did not lose any rock and roll audience because of disco at all. And guaranteed, when Boston came out with their first album, it was 1976. I can think of, off the top of my head, five. Right off the top of my head, I can think of 5 different bands that came out in 1976, or that did their first album in 1976 and became popular because of that album. And I can think of another 4 or 5 off the top of my head that came out in 1975 that got real popular because of their album. There was no lull or problem with rock and roll back then. That was the heyday of rock and roll, man. I don't know what he was talking about. Anyway, every year of that decade, just without even thinking too hard, I got to redo this because I don't know what the hell just happened. It said something about chasing that cart. It says something about chasing now. Hijack cart in hijack the cart in less than 2 minutes. Quit memory. I'm going to restart this memory. Anyway, every year of that decade, off the top of my head, I can think of, at least 5 bands that had plenty of hits for that year, and maybe 5 bands that even came out in those years. And if I really did any research, I could probably come up with 10 or 20 bands that came out in each year that became popular. Maybe they were one-hit wonders, but there was plenty of freaking songs to go around to keep rock and roll from dying.
Everything all right?
There's always too much work to do.
Today's Ghost Club investigation involves a carriage. It's said to be covered with gold leaf, dazzling passers-by.
The Royal
with
Mail coaches
sunshine.
vanished when the post began to be
Naturally,
transported
it's
by
rumored to be
rail.
haunted. Now let's see if we can find it.
These letters never reached their destinations. How sad.
Where's the Fry one? The other letter's not here anymore. I got to go to this one next. And I don't know why she tries to sleep here.
Oh, I'd rather enjoy a sit down, but duty calls.
But duty calls, but yet she sits down. That just doesn't make any sense. Some of the writers of this game, and now she's kind of funky. Now that letter shows up. And then right after this, that cart goes. So let me chase out here right now. Get out. Reduce distance from target. Okay, I'm trying. Let me boost it. Reduce distance still? I'm going as fast as I freaking possibly can. Wow, this thing's kind of wobbly.
Come on!
Hijack. I only got a minute left. I can't catch up with this bastard. Oh shit.
Who's there? Are you a friend? Yes, you're safe. You don't have to worry anymore.
Oh, you saved me. That wretch would have forced me to marry him within the hour. I must return home.
I don't know what just went on. I have no clue what this is all about.
Here now.
I was inspecting a broken carriage, and then it turns into me chasing a real carriage. Oh shit. Now what?
Oh, his accomplices will surely murder you. Quickly, we have not a moment to lose.
Of course.
Come on! Nobody's even driving that other one, but it's still in my way. Where am I going? Where am I going now?
We've lost them. Thank you. You have been a great help. Will you please take me home?
Oh, why wouldn't it just...
I owe you my thanks. You have gone to a great deal of trouble for someone you don't even know.
I'm going to mark this so that if this just appears again, I'll know at least which direction to go. That line disappeared, so I didn't know where the hell I was going. So I was running around in friggin' circles trying to kill those guys. Well, this carriage just about had it. Hope I don't have to fight anybody else with it.
Come on. Go on.
Right back wheel's about ready to fall off.
Easy. Easy.
You have preserved my honor and saved my life. I am Elizabeth. Won't you climb down and sit beside me so that I might see your face?
It's a man. It's freaking Aberline.
Where is she?
What the hell? The guy, whoever was in there had big old long sideburns. Cry for help. My dearest mama and papa, by the time you read this, I shall likely be dead. I cannot marry this marquis, for I love another. I must escape this brutal tyrant, but I know that if I do so, he will hunt me down I'm so afraid. I love you. Goodbye, your daughter, Elizabeth. What the hell was all that about? It was a dream?
You look as though you're just about to collapse. What on earth has happened?
Just a dream. Or so I think.
Well, now where'd he go? That was lame. Okay, so in the dream, because the letter didn't pop up, and the letter on the ground over there didn't pop up until I woke up. So in the dream, I find a letter from Elizabeth to her brother. Or to her, maybe. I just said Fry, didn't it? I don't remember. But found a letter from Elizabeth to her brother, but then somebody else, some marquis, wants to marry her. But she's in love with Fry. Huh.
Someone help! Stop that thief! Someone help me! Please! There's everywhere, not that way!
The cop's going to mess with me for this? Probably.
That's it, mate. Right.
Oh, hey, that one worked. Anyway, that was pretty weird. Panic, other word for that rhymes with magic. Nostalgic. Kinda, huh? Panic. Not really. No.
Thank you.
Nostalgic. Yeah, that kind of rhymes. That would work. That's what I was trying to think of, is something that had jick at the end of it, you know? And I was trying my hardest just to think of it. Nostalgic so long that I was thinking of shorter words, I guess. I bet you the 6-year thing was that he probably came up with tragic pretty early, but couldn't think of how to fit it into the song right, you know? So he's trying to find a better word, but never could find a better word, so he just went with tragic. But nostalgic actually probably would have worked with magic, because he's talking about somebody that he really loves, you know? And nostalgic maybe would work. If you come up with a good verse. Oh, okay, so what am I doing now? Okay, I got that done. Go back to the train for a minute. I probably should have changed back to Jacob before I went back to the train. If I had time, I could probably make a list of words that rhyme with magic. Yeah. You know, when I used to write songs, I wrote quite a few songs. Never finished too many of them, though. But when I used to write songs, I think I still have it somewhere. I had a little dictionary of rhyming words.
Hijackings, raids, robberies, so much variety.
Hey, that's Ned. The trans chick.
Sometimes you exasperate me.
Okay, this is level 5. There's something going on in here. Oh, what was that one? Right, that's the level 5. Mr. Gatlin. This is level 4. And search for the piece of Eden. Okay, I'm going to do Jacob's thing first, because I did one of her pieces of Eden. But I need to get off the train so I can change to him.
A letter.
Jump back on. Wrong button. Does he have 6 yet? No, he only has 5. Damn it. I swear, I don't think he has any more. Oh, maybe he does. How much was this one? 4? I think this row's 4, huh? So he had 4 there and 4 there. Those are the only 2 that he has that she don't have, I think. I'm going to have to figure this out. Wait, I can't do it from in here. From in the train. I'll have to figure it out later. I think, okay, so he's got those 4, and he might have this one, which is another 2 points. So that's 4, and so that's 10 points. And she has this one and this one, which is 6 points. And now I just gave her this one, which would be 12 points. Oh, and this one, 13, 14. So he had 10 and she has 14. She has 0 points left and he has 5. So there's like about a point off somewhere. I don't know where. I have to look it up. I'd have to do it on the streets and go back and forth between them and count them up. I'm pretty sure they got most of the same skills, except for he has this line and this line, and she has this line and this line. Done. Anyway, I need to go to the main quest over here. Would the word lyric work? No, it'd have to be to get it to work, to sound exactly, or at least close to right, it'd have to be G-I-C at the end. And that's R-I-C. And tragic does rhyme more with it because it's got 4 letters in common instead of just 3. The 4 last letters, you know, or all the letters except for the first one. And the first and second one in case of tragic, huh? All right. Both N and IC might be stretching it. Yeah. I think you got to get the whole last symbol or last syllable at least to consider it rhyming. But if you ever listen to a lot of songs, a lot of songs don't do that. He don't have anything I want to buy. A lot of songs are real iffy on stuff that they don't have things that they if the last letter is right, they'll call it rhyming sometimes, you know, or if it just sounds close, like sight and soot, you know. This, so it sounds close, but it's not rhyming. I know a lot of songs. I can't think of them off the top of my head. Oh, God. I got to go mess with frickin' Karl Marx. Commie bastard.
Keep a sharp eye out, lads. Someone's targeting our network. The distillery might be next.
This will complicate things.
So I got to go save Karl Marx. Would the world have been better off, like Hitler, if he would have died as a baby? If I was a superhero, Karl Marx would be my arch nemesis. Oh shit, I pressed the wrong button. I was going to drop that on his head. I could drop that one on his head, on that guy's head. Later. None of the other guys even moved. Said, oh man, that thing just went crashing down on Fred's head. And now Fred's dead. And he's all red. Oh, he's going to go check now. Okay, let me get this one too. When this guy walks under it. Where'd he go? What's he doing? You know what? I'm just going to berserk somebody. Let's just do this. That guy, he's the one that needs berserked. He's too far? Ah. Damn it. Now I didn't get that guy. I wasted a frickin' berserker dart for no reason at all. Okay, let's get a little closer so I can get this guy this time. Let's get a couple berserk dudes. Why? I'm not even. I wasn't even pressing that direction. Now they're going to beat each other up. There we go. Oh, go get somebody else. Oh, not my guys. What are my guys doing there? Oh, man. Frickin' retards. Okay, they killed the bad guys at least, so that's a good thing. Now let's go find out what's going on with this commie bastard. Every little thing she does is magic. I don't think so, buddy. There's no help for you. Might be stretch. Oh, quadrigic. Quadrigic? I've never heard of that. Epilegic. Is that a word? Epilegic. Related to the surface layer of the ocean. Oh. um.
Go away.
Go away. Yeah, I probably still have that around somewhere. It's a rhyming dictionary, and it's got everything. You look up a word, and it'll tell you the, or you look up a suffix of a word, and it'll tell you everything that has that suffix, or anything like, you know, anything that rhymes with. There's a lot of words that rhyme with certain words, like fight. There's like almost every letter in the alphabet has something that can rhyme with fight. You know, like blight, bright, kite. Light. I don't know. Did I say light in the first place? No, fight, huh? And a lot of one syllable words that'll rhyme with it, but there's also a lot of bigger words that'll rhyme with it too. And shun, you know, Tion. There's a lot of words that, and the problem with shun, though, a lot of things you'd think would rhyme with it, and it kind of does, Tion, but it sounds better if the syllable before it also rhymes. Like evolution and revolution, they're almost exactly the same words, you know. But they rhyme real good because they have almost all the same letters in it. And there's all, okay, so light and fight are in a rhyming set that have some of the most words that'll rhyme with them, and the other one is I think read is one of them. You know, read, speed, seed, deed. But there's certain words that have the most words that'll rhyme with them, and they're really common in like all kinds of songs, you know. But IGHT is one of the most common ones, or anything with ing at the end. But one syllable words with ing, because if they have more than one syllable, you kind of have to get the syllable before that to make out the word more rhyming, you know, or at least get the consonant before the ing. But yeah, this whole book, the starting of it explains a lot of that stuff, and also kind of gives you an idea of how to figure it out in your own head, rhyming stuff, easier ways to figure out rhyming. Paraplegic. Yeah. Every little thing she does is magic. She can't do things too good because she's paraplegic. Everything she does is magic except for walk because she's a paraplegic. She can't magically walk, not on water or anything. Blah 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 blah. The chat has become a challenge to see how many words can rhyme with magic. we got to send the whole chat to Sting. Say, hey, here you go, man. That kind of got dark. Yeah. Don't think those words are good for a song. Yeah. Pelagic. related to living in an area of the ocean. Oh, didn't you already say that one? Something about an ocean? Oh. Kinda. No. Epelagic, huh? Anyway, here we go.
You should not go about frightening respectable gentlemen, young man.
I didn't realize snooping around was considered gentle.
And you're not friggin' respectable.
Sir, I assure you. Keep vigilant.
Quick, inside.
I assure you. Do you know that Karl Marx was
Too
just
close a call.
an asshole drunk bastard?
You, young man, gave me quite a fright. I thought you were one of them. But I realize now why you're here. Same reason I am, I imagine.
I imagine?
I imagine.
You should see this.
We need to set the workers free because these workers are slaves. They're slave labor. They need a union, and I'm going to lead it.
Rather impressive contraption, wouldn't you say?
I've seen bigger.
That's the whole big old thing with freaking Marx, man. He was going around saying that all these people were being oppressed. In real life, there was corrupt syndicates, you know, that ran businesses and shit. But most corrupted businesses or corrupt syndicates ran more criminal enterprises. And yeah, they might have used slave labor and shit like that. But respectable businesses, respectable businessmen were good to their employees. Before the Industrial Revolution, I think I've said this before on here. Before the Industrial Revolution, there was basically three classes of people. There was the poor, there was the people that they worked for who were kind of well off, and then there was the aristocrats, all the freaking royalty and the elite and shit like that. And that was only 1% was the elite, you know. So most of the people were poor. Then some people decided they were going to, you know, make factories and employ lots of people at once. Before this, people were not employed in groups like this, you know. Ever. Before the Industrial Revolution, things were all made by hand. They had no factories. They had no assembly lines, no anything like that. But when, and so you had a bunch of freaking poor, really poor people that were scrounging for a living in these big cities. People in the country were fine because they had their own trades and shit. But in the cities, they didn't have a whole lot of trade people. Most of the people were poor, and they were just scraping and scrounging, trying to make a living and working odd jobs and this and that for small employers. But then they came out with these mass opportunities for employment. You could get, you know, hundreds of people in this freaking factory, and they would start making good money. And they were off the freaking streets. They were they became the middle class, and they were freaking making enough money to actually live off of without having to scrape and scrounge and freaking prostitute and everything else, you know. They could freaking actually make money and buy a good place to live or rent and eat and have heat in the freaking winter and freaking clothes and have extra money to go to the freaking opera or freaking theater or something, you know. They never had that before, you know. So Mark's come along from a rich ass family, blew every freaking cent that he ever made. He squandered 2 complete fortunes. He inherited enough money to live off his whole life off of. And he just blew the money 2 different times. His own family, he inherited when his dad died, and his wife inherited some money when her dad died. I mean, fortunes in those days, you know, tens of thousands of dollars, which, you know, a novel or a freaking magazine only costed you a penny. Freaking things didn't cost a whole lot. You can rent a freaking room for $1 a freaking week or something. But yeah,
Devil's Snare,
Marx was just stupid.
Called. It goes into the syrup and opium, no less. Revolting. Absolutely sickening. A favorable way to proceed, wouldn't you agree?
He's going to sabotage the place.
Oh dear. Find a way out of here, quickly.
Kill everyone in the building with the gas.
Take a wild guess.
Very well, young man.
What am I doing? So I got to sabotage too? Oh, this is all right in this fantasy world here, you know.
We got a visitor.
Oh shit, I didn't even see guys here. I should have looked. I could have did this without being seen. I already lost it. Kill everyone in the building with the gas. Oh. You know what? I'm going to do this one tomorrow. I've started going out ranting about freaking Marx, and it screwed up the whole thing. I need to just forget about Marx, man. This guy being Karl Marx. All I know is he was a freaking retard that studied real hard when he was drunk off his ass in the libraries. By all accounts, though, he was good to his family. Although he didn't provide for him very good. They lived in squalor because he blew all his freaking money. And then afterwards, when he got older, he lived off of a guy named Friedrich, who was another punk-ass rich boy that lived off of his father, and a capitalist, but said that he was a communist and helped Marx write communist books about how great communism was while living off of capitalism. And that's how most Marxists are. If you ever freaking meet a Marxist, chances are 95% chance that they're from some rich family and they're rebelling against their rich daddy. Because poorer people are freaking happy, if they even work at all, are real happy when they can find a freaking good job and make good money. They don't bitch about, oh, the freaking labor value, blah, 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 blah. And let's seize the means of production away from the owner of this factory so that we could all have it and we could all be the owners. That's thievery. Anyway, I knew that I was going to get started on Marxism once I ran into Marx in this game. But I will finish this tomorrow, guys. It's already 10:30 and I am tired. And I'm just going on about stupid shit now. It must be hard to write good songs. Yep. Here's the lyrics to one of my songs. Okay. Let me even play it. I will not get a copyright strike by singing my own song, will I? I want to see this just for an experiment. I want to see if YouTube flags this song. I wrote this song, and I want to see if they flag this song. Okay, let me see. Let's see. What? Wait. Okay, I remember it now. What's the world? What? What's the world coming to today? I did my time, but still I have to pay. When I wonder where my life is leading to, there's an empty feeling I get, 'cause I don't know what to do. Just sitting here all alone in a world I can't explain, looking for someone or something to kill the pain. I hear a voice somewhere deep inside. It's telling me that there ain't no place to hide. Just trying to find myself in this troubled world I'm in. No matter how hard I try, it seems I cannot win. Just sitting here all alone in a world I can't explain, looking for someone or something to kill the pain. Anyway, I wrote that when I was 17. Not the best song in the world, but it's the only song that I think I ever finished, and it only has 2 verses, if that's even finished. That was a good song. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I wrote it right about the time I got it. I was in the Army when I wrote it. But anyway, that's all for tonight, guys. I'm just curious. I will let you guys know tomorrow if I got a copyright hit on my own song. They don't give you strikes for them, but they'll give you copyright claims, and somebody else will try to monetize your video. Anyway, let's see if that happens. I got some other songs, but I got quite a few other songs. Most of them are songs to girls, and they didn't turn out real good, but the girls liked them. I've got 5 or 10 songs that I wrote about girls. Usually to the beat of another song. Like there's a song called Whiskey Drinking Woman by Nazareth that I wrote changed the lyrics around, and what did I call that song? You damn near drive me crazy. Damn near drive me crazy. That's an Okie phrase. Instead of whiskey drinking woman. Whiskey drinking woman, you make a poor man out of me. That's you damn near drive me crazy. And I can't remember the rest of the words, but I got them written down somewhere. Another one that's called You Are Every Woman to Me. And I got another one that's not a love song, but it's more better as a poem. It's called actually I wrote it to a like a heavy metal beat, but I can't even remember the beat anymore, but I know the words. It's but the name of the song's Stand Up and Be Heard. It's kind of a protest song. I was kind of a rebel back in the day. And another one that's called Love Lost. That's not really a love song, but it's about love. But it's not really a love song. It's about all the screwed up things about love. But anyway, I will be back tomorrow about the same time. So till then, leave a like, share, subscribe. Support my channel if you can with PayPal or Patreon. All in the links below. And hope to see you next time, guys. See, ever think about going to a studio to record some of these songs? Nah, I'm too old now. I actually recorded a few of them, but just on, my own. One of them is in a student film that I made back in college, a college film. That one that I just sang, it's in a movie that I made, my own movie. And two of the other ones are published. But they're published as poems in some friggin' poetry book that I just sent it in. It was back at the starting of the internet. I sent them in to some publisher and they published them, but it was kind of weird because they were a real book, but they were trying to get me to buy the book too, I think. It was some strange shit. It's like the Poetry Society, American Poetry Society or something. But they published two of my poems in it, but I think they publish almost anything. They were just trying to make money. They thought that I think they thought that if they got people if they published poems in books for people, then all their families and friends and shit would buy the books. None of my family or friends bought one. That was back when I was in my 30s, I think. Anyway, see you tomorrow, guys. Adios. Oh, 007. See you next time, man. Sorry.